Welcome everyone, it's Aveyond. It's time for some more Aveyond Expert Mode. I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be checking our inventory. For fire amulets. Don't have any fire amulets. We're going to want some. Because this boss and the next area are full of fire. And if you fail to have fire amulets, you're toast. Need I say more? Like, I tried the boss thing as a test run. It's just as well that I fight these enemies. Just as well. Because I gotta find where we get fire amulets. I think it might be at Virashima. Because we're gonna need fire amulets. Without fire amulets, I don't see myself surviving in any regard. Because these enemies in this next area slam like a cannon. And that's how they are. They hit. They hit hard. These enemies, they hit hard, and I want to try to ensure that we win. And the next area is also very much a fiery death trap. If not, we can check the volcano region. Let's sell all but one diamond. In case we need it. Okay. Well, since they don't sell fire amulets here, we're going to check over by the volcano in case they sell fire amulets. Because fire amulets are going to be needed, or something to resist fire. Fireproof elixirs, something. Because the fire in there is... Ooh, it's bad. It's really bad. Trying to find that volcano. So I know there was a volcano. Just believe me, both the fireplace and the volcano lead to a similar level of... Like both this other place and the volcano lead to a similar level of burning. But at least I feel like I've gotten Aveyond to function again as it's meant to. These birds are going to delete me without fire amulets. Gotta find a place that sells them. But where? Let's try this region. Because I know, here's the problem. Both the Mirror Maze and the other place are fiery death traps. Like, genuinely. And, the boss hits incredibly hard. And it's a fire boss. So, yeah, that's why I'm not trying to skimp on the fire amulets. Charms, Berserk, and Fairy. Okay. We are in a bit of a problem here. Is there any fire resistant food? Armor. They got nothing against. Wait a minute. We need this. And that. And that. And that. Because we need as high defense as we can get. Magic defense. Charmed cloak. Yep. Because we need more magic defense. There's no getting around that. He can't wear it, though. So, we'll try this. Because I have an idea of what I want to do here. I don't know if I have access to the fire amulets yet. That's the issue. So, if I save that nymph, maybe I will have access to the fire amulets. Now, that is why I'm intentionally rolling like this. Now, although I know how to get through the maze, I think, very quickly, my problem lies with the fact that I don't know anymore where fire amulets are sold. I did solve the puzzle. I recorded it, but not in a way you guys would want to watch because it was in a postage stamp, not postage stamp, but a small screen in the upper left-hand corner. And yeah, that's not going to go over well. So I go to the left. Basically, we're going to want to start off with Blizzard Scrolls. Deep Freeze. Frost. More Blizzard Scrolls. We want to come out with the Blizzard Scrolls and Confusion. Because it's going to be the only thing that actually does the job. Now, from memory, we're supposed to go up this staircase. I don't know if I remember it perfectly well, but I don't think it really matters. The main thing is to make sure that our health resources are not depleted by the time we get to the boss, as well as some other things. So we're going to want to use as many Blizzard Scrolls as for the ones that don't have the spells as we can. So yeah, the one on the left. This place is a maze. Is Deep Freeze isn't enough, so I'm just gonna throw out Blizzard Scrolls. Blizzard Scrolls for days, because these enemies are really awful, and without Blizzard Scrolls, we're not gonna get past them. It just isn't gonna happen. We're going to want to use one of these Aquafolium Extoras on her. Go this way. Because it's to the right, usually, is where it goes. Frost. She has no choice. She has to use a Blizzard Scroll because her physical attacks are not going to do anything to these enemies. These are enemies where physical attacks are very low use. Pumpkin Pie. Now the key here is we're going to want to make sure everyone is topped up on mana. And then we're going to want to top everyone else up on HP. And then we're going to want to confuse the main one. We're going to want to go for a Deep Freeze. And the other two, we're going to want Blizzard Scrolls. And I might get 3 Blizzard Scrolls back to back. There, we got him confused. Good, that means he can't take a turn. So while he's confused, go for Deep Freeze. Frost. And another Blizzard Scroll. Because I'm not skimping on Blizzard Scrolls in here. Yep! Got it! Got it! Boom! Deleted. Let's go. We're going to want to turn into a human, elf, so that she doesn't get surprised. Thank you for saving you. You must go down, visit your glen. Okay, cool. Mission accomplished. But yeah, you're going to want to use a lot of Blizzard Scrolls. Now, this does not mean that the battle ends here. Far, far from it. Because I still have a lot of levels to go before we can take on the big guys. Now, the reason I did it so ham is because you didn't see this, but I died to this stupid boss by not using enough frost on it. You really, really, really don't want to skimp on the frost. For real. Oh, that's not good. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright. Because we need as much level ups as we can possibly muster. If I need like XP scrolls or whatever, like I need to get to level 99. Because level 99 is where we're going to get Omega Powerful. But we're not getting there. Okay, so the Glen of the Nymph. Save there. Keep going. Let's see if we can get to the... No. I think Stardale Glen is up here near Verishima. Okay, now, while we may have been able to out-freeze that opponent, the next set of opponents, we're not going to be so lucky. The next set of opponents are really, really heinous. If you thought that was heinous possible, no, 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 no. The next enemies are completely evil. In a very visceral fashion. Serendipity. So where... Oh, I remember now. I remember. Where that witch was and everything. We do have to bring the Sultan a gift. Because the Sultan... And yes, it is a Sultan. The Sultan in... Let's just not avoid it. Because I need this XP with the spoons. And yes, these spoons are normally murderous, but since we're here, we might as well get rolling like a storm, because stuff is going on. No, not Hex Fury, because otherwise we're wasting our spells. I don't want to do that. Yep, Confusion. One of the most powerful abilities in Aveyond. And yes, you need roughly level 99 because of the way that the final boss functions. You need level 99 plus max gear, max everything. You need max on all the stuff to fight the final boss. The final boss of this game is really wicked. And I want everyone to understand that before we continue. I know they're weak to confusion. I know it. Even now, years later, my knowledge of them being weak to confusion continues. Same with this. I'll take it. It's coming back to me now how to play this game. And it's been a long time. It really has. Oh, different weapons do different amounts of damage to it. Okay. We're gonna need to turn into a elf to do this. Hope. Some dark, some light. Good to know. Okay, journal, the all-important journal. Get a dragon, find nymphs, yeah, bring Sabria salamander eggs, find Ivana's lost manuscript. Well, in that vein, we need fire amulets. And since they're not sold here, we have to find a region where they're sold. Because without the fire amulets, we are going to be ruined. Like, in a very gross way. This is also why you do not want these enemies to take turns. Because if they do, you're in for a very painful time. Like, very painful. Okay, that's good. Now we can just wipe him out. There we go. Because a lot of enemies, the main thing is just to deny them a turn. That's the main strategy to keep yourself alive. Now that doesn't always work. With bosses, you have to work for damage mitigation because the bosses, take no mercy. Where do they sell fire amulets? Fire amulets. Is usually they sell them in the volcano region. Problem is, like, there's a lot of problems I have here. This may seem like an open and shut case, but it's far, far from it. Because I don't remember where they sell fire amulets. And that's a problem. Because these enemies we're coming up against are legendarily wicked. Now, I mean, we could brute force. Because I am considering brute forcing it. I'm considering it. But should I? Before we do anything rash, I want to at least check. I want to at least check the desert. Nah, let's just try to brute force it. If not, we can turn back around. As you guys are going to be bored by now, you're like, but why isn't Vaporsmith daring with all this? Well, this is being expert difficulty. It's harder to dare. The enemies do more to you if you dare. That's part of the issue. But where would they sell it? Would they sell it in the bog? I doubt it. We could grind some scorpions if it proves to be expensive to get fire amulets. Like, if there's Fire Guard elixir, then fine, but... then fine, but, okay, thunderstorm, good. Okay, learn tsunami, good. Chaos Mistress, good. Six Mimps, Serendipity, Nuha, Aisling, Siri, and Hepatitis. And Ishtar. Hepatitis. Hepatitis is the worst. You'll figure out why Hepatitis is the worst. Hepatitis is like... I don't know how to explain it. And we're not going to want to fight that tournament until level 99. We are not. There's no way. And I don't recall. There's a bird we're supposed to get that lays an egg. I wonder if the traders... Alright. This stuff is not great. Also not great. For our point in the game... We're going to want max on both of those. There's no question. Alright, so they don't sell it here, which makes no sense given the fact that we're in the middle of the hostile desert. You would think they would sell fireproof amulets. You would think. But no. And the only way I could keep the tempo is to try to get through the volcano land. Without fire amulets on expert difficulty. Which, as you can imagine, is probably going to be very painful. I'm not messing around. We're just going to go Blizzard scroll the living daylights out of these guys. I am not taking any chances. Until we find fire amulets, that's what they're going to get. A boatload of Blizzard scrolls to the face. Till we can get our dragon. That's going to be the strategy, because I don't have any way to survive. I'll take it! I'm sorry, but I'm not taking any chances with these. I know what they're capable of. I know what they're capable of, so I'm not taking any chances. I am putting out numbers of Blizzard scrolls just in case. Just in case. Demon armor. I'm not fighting the boss in here until we find Blizzard scrolls. That's going to be core. I really am not going to bother with that because I don't want to take any risks. Like, this already is a risk, but I'm just going to take the risk. But this is the one time where I really don't want to, because I know if they take a turn, we're dead. I know this. In this case, we have to play it as a oh, fire shield scrolls. Okay. Like, whatever. Like, Oh, they sold it at that merchant. I remember now. But yeah, I'm using the glass cannon. I use a bunch of blizzard scrolls and pray strategy. So far, that's giving me what I want. But yeah, like, that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm going for the Blizzard Scroll and Prey strat, because I can buy a ton of those, and I can one-turn them. If I can one-turn them, we're safe. If they last more than one turn, we dead. So that's why I have no intentions of first off, let's use some of these shield scrolls that we got. One thing I like about this game, you don't run out of inventory space. Because running out of inventory space... I don't know how to explain how much of a torment that is in Elder Scrolls Online. But I can... I just... I don't know. But yeah, I'm going the glass cannon strat. So what's up here? Okay, that's a really, really hard boss that we have no business fighting yet without more fire shield scrolls. Because I'm using a glass cannon strategy to get through here, it's a problem. Because if I mess up once, just once, we're dead. If I don't, like, one turn, everybody, we're toast. That's the situation I'm in. I want to make that clear. That is what my plan for domination of this is. Let's try to pick up a dragon. Let's select our dragon. I'll take a Trinity Rapier. That used to be the final reward. One of the final rewards in Aveyond 1. Is there something wrong that happens if you select the wrong dragon? You know what? I'll just take this one. Take your dragon. All right. And we get a dragon. We are going to be doing some other stuff. Now, the reason I also risked this is because it makes transportation way easier than it would be normally. So that's why I bothered. And we're going to be continuing this in the next episode. I'll see you all then, and hopefully it recorded properly and everything is cool with the world.